Today we're at an expo, a reptile expo, where hundreds of people come to see thousands of reptiles and potentially pick the perfect pet.
A very common pet snake you'll find is a ball python, not a bald python, a ball python. These guys over here, these come in a variety of color mutations called morphs, which can fetch a variety of prices, like this over here, which fetches $8,000, or this over here, which is only $50.
So at these expos, there aren't only snakes available, but there are other things like this over here. This is a Euromastix. How pretty is this animal over here? Kind of looks like a dragon with the head of something like a pit bull. These guys handle insanely hot temperatures, but can have really cool temperatures in their night drops, especially in winter. These guys are an arid species, so they can get up to 50 degrees Celsius in the day. And here's a blue-tongued skink. You want to talk a little bit about it?
No.
You don't want to talk on camera? Okay, Julian doesn't want to talk on camera. There's some really cool stuff at an expo like this blue-tongued skink. Let's get some more out. At these expos, there's everything from spiders to all the accessories that you might need for owning a reptile. This is a cute little Chinese water dragon. They're not for everybody because they require a large amount of space, large amount of water, and they need to be kept relatively cool, can't be too hot, and need quite a bit of lateral space as well as climbing space upwards. So it's not just about height, it's about length too. How cool is that little lizard? But check at that, such a long tail for such a small body animal. So personally, I've never bought an animal at an expo, but it's a great place, a fantastic place to meet incredible people and learn about these animals as well. So there are even animals like this over here. These are venomous. They're not really pets per se, but it's more something to admire, kind of like you would with the coral reef tank setup. So everything from your caging needs to the accessories for your animals, it's all here in one place. You even get things like frogs. Here's a stunning little white tree frog. This is a snowflake variety, and they get prettier as they age. Incredible little animals, not the best to handle, not something you want to just take out and play with. It's more of something that you can set up in a nice, naturalistic looking enclosure and just admire it, kind of like you would with fish. They got so much character. I love them to bits. They kind of look like a bit of a rubber toy frog. So here we have a stunning reticulated python. These guys get big, they're beautiful and really good at climbing. This is known as the world's longest snake, well, the mainland. Here we have a little white-eyed crocodile skink. Why are they called that? Well, because they kind of look like crocodiles. Check at that, they got these heavy osteoderms or scales on the back of them. And these guys are incredibly cool, got to be kept quite cool and humid as well. They need nice water spaces, but an amazing species, first time available here in South Africa. They're not super common whatsoever. Over here you can see that this guy's a male because of these white little pads on their back feet. Females don't tend to have this. How incredible is that? Different ways to find the difference between the animals, and that's called sexual dimorphism. There's a difference between sexual dimorphism and sexual dichromatism, which is basically the difference between males and females' coloration, not so much a feature of their body. Okay, so you got to kind of talk closer to my chest because the mic's over here. There's a bromance going on over here. A Miller's sand boa. The sand boa found in sand by Miller. Here we have a sassy little fire skink, cute little guy. He's wanting to bite me, but that's just a threat display. Okay, never mind. Not so much a threat display, but look at that little guy. Let's see if he'll let go. And guys, it doesn't actually hurt, it's not bad. I think if I let him rest down, he's gonna realize and then, There are so many morphs available. Morphs, basically things like albinos, but with these snakes, there are hundreds of color mutations that you can get. So it's not only one color for one species. And this guy looks like he's in the blue, which means he's going through ecdysis, which is the shedding process. So his colors aren't as bright. It'll be even more vibrant once he sheds.
Expos are loads of fun. You can bring your family, see a bunch of amazing animals, from ball pythons, sand boas, corn snakes, and you guessed it, more ball pythons, skinks, rattlesnakes, to mountain dragons. They're all here at one place, and you'll probably see more species than you would even at a zoo.